Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Career Mode, episode number 85. We're at the Giro, stage number 2. But before we get into that, we at the same time are in the midst of the Amsterdam Tour of California, stage 1 for that one. Philipsen, one of the favorites. And is this one an objective as well, or is it just the Giro? Stage win, Amsterdam Tour of California. It's only half star, so we'll go until we have achieved that objective, and it could be a quick and easy one, as Philipsen would be a pretty strong candidate to win this first stage. Final 20 kilometers. I would go for the points. Some sort of bonus here, but it's not going to happen. The breakaway is still away from us, coming back together just under a minute. That's almost enough of a gap, but we'll definitely catch him. And with 18k to go, we're going to be setting ourselves up here very soon for a long sprint train. I think I want to go at about 13k on this one. I really want to control this as we head towards the finish. Long, straight, flat finish line. Very, very little. There's actually a hint of downhill. It's flat right at the end anyway. Alright, well, the obvious is Philipsen's going to go and lead us out, and Miguel Bryan will be the one to push him towards that line. Alright, here we go. Let the fun begin. Now, if you haven't checked it out yet, I started another Pro Cycling Manager series, and it is using a database that comprises the Women's Professional Tour. It started yesterday. First 2 episodes came out. It's going to fill in the gaps of Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, where I don't have this or the Pro Cyclist series. And let's go ahead and start accelerating. And it's been well received so far. It's a start from scratch series, so we're very much at the bottom end of the field for that. Breakaway still not been reeled in, but we're about to. And with 6k to go, I'm half tempted to use the sprint capability of these guys. Full 99 from here, no reason to do anything less than that, as we're now inside 4k. So Garrison's going to sprint, Bennett's going to sprint, and now we start to see the effect as we're getting somebody fast enough. 2k, 1.7, and here goes Philipsen. Round the corner, he's got the lead. He'll head to the finish line, and he'll take the win. One stage victory earned. Goal achieved. Jasper Philipsen for the win. It's nice to get that, because after doing that series where I've got nothing but like 55 rated riders for the most part. Okay, not 55. They're all like 58 to 60. And the one who's a little bit higher is just a Barrador. So really, she's only got a couple points on everybody else. Team's absolute garbage. It's very much a starter, so it's nice to get back to being competitive. It's very nice to get back to being competitive, and we come right off the bat and claim the victory just through strength of positioning and having a number of riders who could one by one attack. Philipsen couldn't attack early because he spent a lot of energy staying on the wheel of his teammates, but a lead out's a lead out, and it had the impact, and it was enough. We head to the final climb of the day. The last rider from the break is just about to be caught. 20k to go. It just stopped raining. There was quite a few crashes through the undulating hills here as we head towards this final climb. Taking a look at the profile to set ourselves up. First off, this 12-kilometer climb is very gradual and then very undulating and only steep right at the end, 14%, and that is to the finish line. Okay, so this is going to come down to a last moment climb where it's steep to the finish line, so that's what we really need to keep an eye out for this one. 16K to go. This is not yet a time to go team sprint train style for this climb at this point. I think I want to kind of just hang in there for a little bit, but we need to make sure we don't slide back, so we will go a little higher effort than normal. 11K to go. We're starting to get into the actual climb now. Oh, Bardet and Quintana and Moss all fall. Wow. Oh, that's huge. Okay, now we're starting to see Jebo, Sosa, Viviani attacking, and Formolo. This is a really good time for us to get in on that action. 9.8K to go. Peterson, Mader are a little bit behind, so let's see if we can get them caught up to the follow of Evenepoel. We'll follow McNulty. This is stage 4, by the way. Stages 2 and 3 were sprint stages. Gottwald. Okay, and then we've got Dinigi. We've got Felci and Garfield. Alright. 4 riders trying to get away, unable to do so. George Bennett, Lopez. Sosa, Formolo. There's Yates, and Garfield's done. The 95 pace definitely doing some damage to my team, but it's also helping us stay in check. So, Felci. Come on, come on. Alright, 93. 2 riders away now. Formolo, Sosa. Yates. Felci, red bar is gone, but he's still got the yellow, and nobody's ahead of us, but here's another attack from Formolo. Trying really hard to go off to win this stage. Okay, it's fairly flat through here. In fact, this is that flat section. Garfield's been dropped. How are we doing? Peterson. Felci, what are you doing? Are you in the mix? You are in the mix. Go ahead and drop back here and follow. Alright, Dianigi is successfully chasing him down, and we're down to the end here. 3.6. Viviani's still here. Terrible climber. How he's doing that, I don't know. But we are now down to 3 kilometers, and we've got our punchy guy in Gottwald. 2.5 kilometers. Here's the penultimate part. Now we need to really attack this downhill. $800 meters.
There we go. The sprint is on.
Gottwald sprinting it out. McNulty, Evenepoel, Peterson, everybody sprint. Gottwald may be a top 3 here. Oh yeah, he's got a top 3. He'll take second. Dylan Toynes takes the stage win. Yuri Gottwald second. Simon Yates, McNulty 4th. Evenepoel 8th. Peterson up there in 15th as well. There's Gino Mater. So that full group made it. And quite a few riders are dropped here. Should be 32 riders on the same time. That'll already start to separate the field just a bit. Final 30 kilometers here on stage number 5. 2 riders left in the break of an original group of 11. The chase was pretty hot and heavy, but all of a sudden over just this last climb, it sat up a bit. Chance to recover with only those 2 riders left. They weren't going anywhere. Are there 3 seconds? Oh my goodness, there's 3 seconds, 800 meters away. Evenepoel. Alright, we just claimed 3 seconds. $60 in the group. Little uphill section here. Another little uphill section, and then a bit of a downhill, and then it's a definite uphill finish. Felchi's gone out the back. And Garfield is on the verge of going out the back, and in fact I'm going to go ahead and write him off and recalculate what we have with these 6 riders. And it should be Dianigi and Peterson are both done as well. So Mater, you're going to protect Evenepoel. Go ahead and protect McNulty. 64 riders. One more uphill section about to come. Accelerations doing the hurting. Down to 39 riders as we go over the top. There you go. 9K to go. 4 riders left. Set these guys to auto. There we go. Gottwald's the sprint guy, but it's Evenepoel and McNulty, and we are focused on the overall, so I want him to lead me out. Mater, you're going to use your gel now. Alright, so we're to the front where we need to be. It's just right at the end. 3.5K to go. Mater. Okay, here we go. Here's the acceleration from everybody else. Oh, come on. McNulty, Evenepoel. Nowhere near the front, but it's another small group. Again, riders going to lose time. Evenepoel is 7th. Oof, Uran takes the stage. Wow. I feel like I probably could have done more with this one, but I was more worried about time losses. 38 kilometers to go. Stage number 6. First climbing stage. We're in Sicily, climbing Mount Etna. Huge lead for the breakaway. There are 19 riders left at the front of that group. There was a chase group that never did make contact, had 5 or 6 riders, and they slowly dwindled down to just one final rider who we're about to reel in. The rest, though, the 19 at the front, have an 11-minute gap as we head into the climb. we're starting to see a pretty big acceleration in the peloton. It's been a pretty low pace up till now, but we're definitely starting to see that change. This section, a little bit strong, but then it's the final climb that's just up and up and up and quite long. Big acceleration by Astana here. Bahrain Merida trying to get in the mix as well. And right now I'm just trying to conserve as much energy as possible. In fact, we're going to back off a little bit more here so we can try to recover some of this before we go into the actual climb. Alright, here we go to the actual climb. Meanwhile, the breakaway group is already starting to fall apart and attack each other. And we're down to 120 in the peloton at the base of the climb. Alright, here we go. Dianigi going backwards. And Peterson going backwards. So we will cover down those two. Garfield hanging in. Let's see, McNulty is solo. That's the one. And it's Felci. So Felci go ahead and protect McNulty. Cheeto Mater on protection duty. Not great on his climbing today. And Felci, or was it Garfield, was looking even better. Garfield was on a +5, so that's his strength. Down to 73. Both of these guys are going backwards. And that's going to leave us with this small group. So Gottwald needs to now protect Evenepoel as we're into the final four here. And we've got a long ways to go. Still 12 kilometers from the finish. But in terms of phases, the worst is right at the end. But outside of that, we've got a pretty bad section here through this first almost half. It will ease up here for a little while, which is definitely a good thing for us. In fact, we still haven't even lost these guys. Mater's been lost, but Garfield still hasn't slipped out the back. But here comes an attack. George Bennett, Sosa, Fulsang. These guys are not the overall contenders who I'm worried about chasing. Now we're starting to get some contenders. So let's see, Gottwald. Yeah, they're both here. So Gottwald, go ahead and follow Felci, and Felci, Gel. No, you're going to have to go harder than that, aren't you? Okay, they didn't escape. It's been covered.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers.
But now that I'm going with the 4-man group, it's the 4-man group. Oh, hello. Contenders up there. Cicconi's trying to go. McNulty's just going to slowly kind of reel it back in here. 6K to go.
It's in such percentages that the strongest
Almost back in it.
gaps. Wow, that's one attack that's going to leave a good few in its wake.
5K to go. Just 20 left in the group, but then the 4 ahead of us. Now it's just 11 in the group. Nolte's almost caught up to these guys. Ian Stannard, that's breakaway. They're attacking each other.
Definitely won't be able to keep up. He dug deep inside himself to earn this victory.
Oh, come on, Evenepoel. There we go. Now we're pulling it back. 2K to go. All right, Evenipol. Sprint. Okay, no favorites have crossed the line yet, so we're in a really strong position here for Evenipol. Carapaz first to come across, then Lopez with Evenipol, and then a gap. So that's a top three kind of finish, and look at those gaps, and McNulty's right there with the next group. You got Bennett, Yates, Bardet, McNulty, and Bernal. Ooh, okay. That worked out really, really well for us. Really well. We're going to be in a very good position after that. Missed the attack, missed the split, didn't panic. McNulty did a fantastic job pulling us back and still ended up with a really good finish himself. And you can see there at the end, Evenipol was the only one in attack mode. So Carapaz gains 11 seconds, but then it's a half minute behind Lopez and Evenipol to McNulty's group, and then it's another 45 seconds to the group behind them. So here is your GC. Dion Smith from the breakaway will wear the yellow jersey. Not worried about him. Richard Carapaz and Remco Evenepoel are on same time virtual lead. Lopez would be on the podium. And then Adam Yates, George Bennett, Bernal, McNulty in the top 10 in 8th. That's nice how that has suddenly turned out for us. And I think we're in an excellent position at this point. 6th as a team. Here's what's left of the Giro. Stage 7, sprint. So we'll be beginning with stage 8, which is a heck of a climb. 8, 9 will be pretty decisive. 10, 11, 12... 13, nothing going on, so it'll be back to 14 again before we get another. So we've got 2 decisive stages coming up, and then it's going to be into the later end. There's the time trial. And then a few climbs right at the end that are going to be massively important. But that was one of the most decisive stages of the race, and we came out of that in an excellent, excellent position. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Also, be sure to check out the new Women's Tour series that I've launched. And have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.